You've been praying about money in the wrong way, and I am going to help you create a prosperity consciousness. Most people, when they are short of money, they tend to beg God for more money. And often when we're in such a desperate, dire strait, we beg God instead of thanking God. Because I believe that God is the source of our supply. That God, and I believe all of us have God inside of us, that God really wants more than anything for us to be rich, happy, and successful. But most of us pray the wrong way, and we wonder why we continue to not be in the receivership of more money. And I want to let you know that the only reason why you don't have more money is because you are praying the wrong way. Most people, when their bank accounts are low, they tend to beg God. Oh God, please help me. What am I meant to do? I'm running out of money. Or, oh my God, the rent is due on Friday. Or, I need to pay this bill today. God, please help me, help me. And if you notice, sometimes you may get a result. But often what you're doing is you are planting into your subconscious mind and digging yourself more into a hole of poverty thinking, that you're creating more of a poverty or lack consciousness. And this lack consciousness keeps producing what you don't want. Because you remember, your subconscious mind, I believe, is God. Your subconscious mind is a servo mechanism that wants to serve you. But every time you are begging for money, you are becoming emotionally involved in the wrong idea. And the subconscious mind is impersonal. The subconscious mind is really can't pick out, oh, that's a good thought, or that's a good idea, or oh no, we won't accept that idea. You see, this all happens inside the conscious mind, not the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is the results area. It's the place where we are in the receivership of what we would love. And of course, often when you keep begging, you are constantly telling your subconscious mind, bring me more of what I don't want. Bring me more poverty. Bring me more bills. Bring me more demonstrations to showcase that I don't have money. And of course, the subconscious mind just gets to work. It's got a project, and this project is, you don't have enough money, and I'm going to find more opportunities for you to not have more money. And of course, that's what happens. But I want to reassure you that you can turn this around instantly. And you know how you turn this around. I want you to listen carefully, because this is going to be a game changer for you. You start to thank instead of demean and be resentful about your lot in life. Instead, you start to thank what you have now and what you would love for the future. And I'm going to tell you, it's not easy. It's not easy looking at your current state of affairs and thanking the situation. But I do know this, that someone somewhere in the world is actually a lot worse off than you right now. And so what would happen if you started to be thankful for what you have and what you would love, instead of being really unthankful or just ungrateful and resentful and fearful with what you don't have right now? Because I know that if you want to create a more abundance into your life, you have to create a prosperity consciousness. And this consciousness is a beautiful vacuum where more money can come in, right? But you've got to create the vacuum. And to create the vacuum, you have to start to look for the good in everything. Even that low bank account, even that bill, right? You can turn it around. So if, for example, you have a bill right now and you don't have the money to pay for it, well, how do you turn this around? You could say, thank you that the money is on its way. I don't know where, I don't know how, but I just trust that if God is the source of my supply, God will provide the supply, and God will provide it in divine right timing and divine right order. I'm going to let you know that my favorite 3 affirmations I say all day, every day, when things are not going to my liking, are the following. God is the source of my supply, God provides richly for me now, and God is never late. Look, those 3 statements, they got me out of 2 really sticky situations. One, this is going back a few years, was when I nearly got evicted. I just kept saying this over and over again. And guess what? My situation turned around, and it can for you. So I want to implore you now to start to thank rather than be in such a negative frame about what's happening to you right now. The prosperity consciousness, all day, my favorite prayer all day is practicing the presence of God. And this presence of God is just being thankful all day. I'm just so thankful that I am living now back in Australia. I mean, I was thankful living in Vegas. I'm so thankful for my new apartment. I'm so thankful that I've signed up a couple of new clients. I mean, I'm so thankful for where I am and what I've got. Sure, I would love things to be different right now. I've only been home for 10 weeks, but I do know that the winning formula is to be thankful for what I have now. And then it's this thankfulness. It has a certain vibration about it. It's a vibration that's a gift that keeps giving, right? Because the more thankful I am, the more things are flowing in for me to be thankful for. But I had to let it begin with me. I had to start being thankful for what is and what's coming. And of course, I have created a beautiful vision here in Australia, and I have created it in the boardroom of my mind, and I keep imagining it, I keep seeing it, and I keep thanking God that it's on its way. I just keep thanking. I mean, let me remind you that your imagination is God, and any images you have right now inside the boardroom of your mind, they have your name on it. They are for you, right? You wouldn't desire them if they weren't meant to be for you, if there wasn't a plan for the manifestation of these desires. I mean, what you want, I don't want it. And what I want, you don't want, which means that there is a unique blueprint for each and every one of us with a divine plan for that manifestation of that blueprint. So I just wanted to encourage you now to start to create a prosperity consciousness. And this prosperity consciousness begins with thankfulness. Thankfulness, even if you've got $1, bless it. I remember reading a beautiful example, a true story of a young kid in the 1950s who moved to America broke. He only was paid 50 cents for every day he could spend. That was all he was paid. And so that 50 cents had to pay for accommodation and food. And every time he would spend this money, first he'd spend time blessing that 50 cents and thanking God he had 50 cents to spend for the day. And of course he would then spend it with thankfulness, and he would spend it and keep saying, thank you, Father, for thy riches. Thank you, Father, for thy riches. And in a very short time, he just attracted more and more abundance. And he's, in the end, because of his thankfulness, he ended up being a highly sought after, highly compensated thought leader, helping many business owners with his genius, with his intuition, with his wisdom, helping them really scale their businesses, because he was a channel for God's abundance, for God's voice to bless, heal, inspire, and elevate others. So you can be the same. The more you are thankful for what is and what you would love to have, you create this beautiful vessel. And this vessel, remember, nature abhors a vacuum. And when you have this beautiful vessel, that's when all the abundance pours in. So, if you're new to my channel, a very warm welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Tanya Pluckrose, and I'm all about helping you master your mind so you can master your life. And if any of this is resonating with you, then click the subscribe button. I'd love to have you here. I'd love to pour into you everything I've got, because I do believe I am a channel for God's voice to pass on wisdom to you. And for those of you, my regulars, I love you. Thank you for tuning in again. I'm so grateful for your custom, for you being part of my channel. And thank you for your patience over the last few days. I've been busy just wanting to help humanity with other videos that are more about helping people get into a group. But thank you for your patience. And I'm back now broadcasting my regular broadcasts. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back with more videos this week. Bye for now.